How you doing? I'm JB with Discovery Bay Comics, and I buy, read, collect, and sell comic books right here on YouTube. If that sounds like something you're interested in, this is the channel for you. Today, I want to talk about these 12 comic books that I posted in a video on my Instagram. I sent these to my cleaner presser, Chris at Gamma Ray Comics, and then of course he forwarded them off to CGC. If you want to find out what grades I got, here are the grader's notes, and most importantly, get that fair market value for these books at those grades. You know what to do. All right, let's get started. We're going to do a reveal in the same order as the video on Instagram, starting with this one right here, The Transformers issue number 1, a new standard edition, originally published in May of 1984. Let's take a look at the information on this. This is a key comic as it's the first appearance of both the Autobots and the Decepticons. And man, would I love to see this in a 9.8. I'm not going to see this in a 9.8. Let's see what we do have though. You know what we do have? We have a nice little video of the pressing that was done by my man Gamma Ray Comics. Check him out on Instagram. Doing some good work for me. Let's take a nice look at that. This one's got a shot. It's going to be in the 9s. It's definitely going to be in the 9s. I'm thinking it 9.4, 9.6. Man, I'd love to get a 9.6 in this, right? All right, let's take a look and see what we got in this one. We've got, what do we got? 9.4. All right, well, you know what? Let's take a look at the 9.4s. Oh, well, man, that FMV is really low at 155. I'm going to research that a little bit deeper later. But let's take a look at the notes on this one, too. That's right, no grader's notes on this. Man, you're killing me, CGC. Really? Oh, wow. Let's get on to the next book. All right, in our next book, we've got Invincible Iron Man issue number 1, originally published in November of 2016. And what's going on with this one? Well, it's a key comic book as it is a cameo of Riri Williams as Ironheart on the cover. And what's going on with this in the market? Well, a Raw just sold on December 24th for about 42 bucks, and a graded 9.8 has got an FMV of 222. You know what? There's a press in this one. And out of all the books that I submitted in this run, this one's probably my best shot at getting a 9.8. This one's definitely a candidate, to say the least. Let's see what we got on this one. And the reveal says 9.8. All right, love that cut. And let's see the FMV on a 9.8. There you have it, 222 for a 9.8, and I bet you this one has some room to grow. All right, next up, we've got Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 1, originally published in May of 2014. Let's check out the market information on this. It's not a key, but a 9.8 selling for about 168 bucks, and a Raw just sold on January 15 for $82. Let's see what we've got here. There's no pressing on this one, and we've got a 9.6. Oh, let's see what the FMV on a 9.6 is. $115 for the 9.6. Let's check the notes. Dun, 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 dun. No notes again. CGC, you're killing me. All right, next up, we've got a classic. This is G.I. Joe issue number 21, originally published in March of 1984. And I know this one is low grade, but this book sells really well in low grade. So let's take a look at the market information on this one. This is a key comic as it is the first appearance of Storm Shadow. A Raw comic book just sold on January 12th for 185 bucks, and a graded 9.6 has a FMV of $680. You know, this is going to be a low grade version of it, and there's actually a press video from my man Gamma. Let's take a look. This is the before the press. This book was beat to hell, and you can see all the dents and dings on it that it had before you got a chance to get it into the press. I think he actually double pressed this one. There's going to be a little snippet of it at the end, but I don't have the full video, so we're just going to have to see what we got on this reveal. There it is coming out of the press, and that was just for a second. Okay, let's take a look and see what we got. 5.0 Oh, and let's check the FMV on a 5.0. Still, see, I told you, $96 for a 5.0. This book sells in any grade. All right, next up, we've got G.I. Joe issue number 1 in a newsstand, originally published in June of 1982. And let's check the information on this one. This is a huge key comic, as it is the first appearance of Hawk, Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Cobra Commander, and Baroness. And we've got the press. Let's take a look at this book coming out of the press from a man Gamma. I know this one had some issues. I think I bought this one relatively on the cheap. So, God, I'd love to be in the 9s on this one, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see what we've got. 8.5, just missed the 9s. I thought I'd get a 9 on this one. That's all right, though. That's all right. Let's see what the FMV is on an 8.5. Look at that, folks. 8.5 in a newsstand is still got a fair market value of $228, according to Go Collect. And let's check the notes from CGC. Yeah, right. Anyway, next up, we've got Savage She-Hulk issue number 1, a newsstand edition, originally published in February of 1980 from Marvel Comics. Let's check out the information on this one. It is definitely a key comic, as it is the first appearance of She-Hulk, and a graded 9.0 just sold on January 19th for $325. The FMV on a 9.6 is $614, and look at that FMV on a raw, $200. That's a nice book. Let's see what we got on this one. You know what? There's a press. Let's take a look at that press from a man Gamma. I think this one's definitely got a shot to be in. It's got to be at least a 9, right? I'm thinking 8.5, 9 to 9.2 is my range on this one. I picked it up at a really good price. I wonder what we got. All right, here we go. And the reveal. 9.0. Man, you know what? That's not too bad, considering that the 9.0 has an FMV of $290. But wait, remember that information. A 9.0 just sold on January 19th for $325. Very nice. I will take that. Next up, we've got Wolverine issue number 1, originally published in November of 1988. Let's take a look at what's going on in the market information with this. This is a key comic, as it is Wolverine's first full solo series. There was a limited series, and what's going on with this? Man, I've a 9.8. I know I don't have a 9.8, but a graded 9.8 just sold on January 20th for $500. Let's see what we've got. I don't think I've ever gotten higher than an 8.5 in this book. Anytime I've personally submitted 9.2. That is nice. I will take a 9.2 in that one. Let's take a look at the FMV in a 9.2. Hey, $95.90. This is probably going to be a keeper for me, since it is a custom label, and it's the highest I've ever graded out in that book. You know what? Let's check out the notes from CGC. Yeah, right. All right, next up, we've got Marvel Spotlight, issue number 3, originally published in May of 1972. Let's check out the information on this one. This is a key comic, as it is the first mention of that very popular book, The Darkhold. And a raw comic book just sold recently on January 20th for $90, but a 9.6 has a graded fair market value of $630. This book's from 1972. Are you kidding me? I'm thinking 7. I don't know. Let's take a look at the press. You tell me what you guys think of this. Ooh, man, that is pretty clean. It is pretty clean. I don't know. I'm thinking at least an 8, right? It's going to be an 8. Give me your guess below in the comments below. Give me your guess below in the comments what you think this book is. And give me your opinion on what we think the grades have been so far. All right, here we go. Ooh, it is an 8.0. That's pretty high for a book from 1972. What's going on with that? Ooh, look at the FMV on an 8.0, $252.55 according to cover price. And hey, let's check out the notes. Yeah, what am I doing? There ain't no notes. All right, next up, we've got the Eternals issue number 2, but the UK Pence variant, originally published in May of 1976. All right, let's check out what's going on with this one. Well, it is a key comic book as this contains the first appearance of both Ajax and the Celestials. Now, a raw comic book sold back in October for $42. There doesn't look like there's a lot going on with this one. I don't have the press. Let's see what kind of grade we got on this guy. A 7.0. What's the FMV on a 7.0? There is no FMV on a 7.0 in the Pence variant. You know what? Should I even bother looking at the notes? Yeah, I know. It's like a running joke, right? All right, next up, we've got Star Wars issue number 81, originally published in March of 1984. Now, what's going on with this book? Well, it's a key, as this was the return of Boba Fett in Marvel Comics, and just recently on January 19th, a raw comic book sold for $121. FMV on a 9.8, $902. Let's take a look at the press on this one. Man, I don't know. I got a shot to definitely be in the 9s, right? I'm 9.2, 9.4. Give me your guess below in the comments what you think this one's going to turn out based on this coming out of the press. Man, I got a little blended corner. I don't know. Let's take a look. 9.2. Boom, I'll take it. That's near mint. What's going on with the FMV in 9.2? Ooh, only $86 and a 9.2. This might be a hold for a little bit later. I'm not sure. You know, should we check the notes? Yeah, sure. All right, next up, we've got that Star Wars issue number 2, originally published in August of 1977. And what's going on with this one? Well, it's a key. This is the first full appearance of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Chewbacca, and Han Solo. And look at that. On January 20th, a 9.0 sold for $235, and a 9.6 has an FMV of $730. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm looking for a 9.0 to pair up so I'm linear in my Star Wars, because I've got a Star Wars 1 and a 9.0. Let's see what we got. Boom! 9.0! Daddy's keeping this one. It doesn't matter what the FMV is, I'll share it with you anyway. $248 for a 9.0, and as I think I just mentioned, that's down from the $235. That's actually, the FMV's up, so the last sale was down just a smidge, $235 and a 9.0. Star Wars issue number 2. Should we check the notes? And the final book in today's video is Star Wars issue number 1, originally published in April of 1977. And what's the information on this? Well, you know it's a huge key. It's the first appearance of Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi on the cover only, Leia Organa, C-3PO, R2-D2, and Darth Vader. A graded 9.2, just sold on January 20th for $520. And the fair market value on a 9.6 is $1,202, according to our friends over at Cover Price. Let's see what we got in this one. It's not going to be high. I know that I sent this one in knowing it would be relatively low, and it's a 7. That's not bad. This one's a flip book. I'm selling this book. This book will be for sale on Shortboxed. And look at that. The FMV on a 7 is still $267. And we may as well go to the well one more time, because you never know. Maybe, as an elite member that I am to CGC, I got a grader's note on one of these 12 books. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bah! Didn't happen. Well, there you go, folks. That's all 12 books. If you enjoyed today's video, please do consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell.